On the wrong side, Jaina. You're still on the wrong side, Jaina. Oh, ceaseless expanse.
I see you've brought.
I see you have brought guests. Hi, secret. I now have 2 things that only draw 1 card. Will I top deck the other thing? Not yet. Soon, maybe. You hope there'll be a Shudderwock deck in the future? I have been known to play Shudderwock from time to time. From time to Tim. Somebody wanted me to play a Shudderwock deck with Kill Jaden, which apparently doesn't work, right? Like, what they wanted is they wanted to like stack so that you get more buffs, but I'm told that doesn't work. Does anyone know? Has anyone tried it? Did opponent misclick during hero selection? How do you mean? It resets. So like you only get +2/+2 each time. Oh, and they're not priest. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we just played against 3 shadow priests, and we won all 3 of those games, which you know because any of those games made it into the video. So there's that. All right, I've played 2 minions. Well, I guess I played also this one. Okay, I got my last 2 minion plays got deleted by objection. At least, you know, the objections are dead. At least they're dead.
Let us wreak havoc.
Are we just gonna Magath it? Probably not, right? Our hand's too full. Goodbye, Ice Block. I'll miss you. Oh, something didn't get wrecked. Fancy that. Fancy that. Alaneth in 2025, Nature is Healing. Yeah, it is pretty spicy, isn't it? That actually sees play. Well, goodbye, Bran. I will miss you. I will miss you. Hello, this thing. This feels so awkward, right? Because like you want to do it in the opposite order because of the lifesteal, but I don't get a coin if I do it that way. Right? Attacks and kills a minion. I guess I hadn't really read this card, so it could have been once it attacks a minion for all I know. But yeah, we're good. We're good.
Your signature is required.
Hello, Marshy. Hope you're having a good day. Am I allowed to leave the stream at any time, or am I your hostage? You have to stay in my stream for as long as you want to stay in it. All right. You cannot leave a second before you want to, or you will be scolded. Wow. Insignificant.
We're gonna have some fun.
It's so funny to me how much this Reno has fallen off. Like, it used to be a good card. And like, original Reno and Zephyrus are as good as ever, right? Like, they're just like the neutral, for the most part, the neutral Highlander payoffs are so broken. They're so good. How do they stay so good? Hi, chat and Marshy. I heard it's good vibes day. It's as good vibes as you bring. Unless I bring some bad vibes, you never know. You never know what Marshy will do.
Is here. You need only to
You never know with that Marshy. How dare you? Am I about to give my opponent an LPG? Pretty rude. Pretty rude, chat.
time has come to dethrone our too many
My opponent has not gotten very far with me. Like, I'm still at 36. Is this game free to play? It is free to play. I feel like original Reno wasn't as good for a while, but it had a resurgence. Original Reno had a tough time, like, after Stormwind. Not during Stormwind, after Stormwind. Like during Stormwind it had even Reno Warlock. That was still a deck. But like the rest of that year I feel like Reno decks were pretty, like, unplayable. Is the last Spellment now? We have Flame Ward too. 50% shot. Let's go.
The wails of these cowards chill.
Bummer. That right there, chat. That's what we in the business call a bummer. Stop it! Alright, well, I'm a little scared, so I'll do that. At least Trailblazer and Marut, true staples. It's true. It's true.
I'm late. I'm late.
Excuse me, you are on fire. I'll show them.
Wow.
Show them all.
Mysterious. What is your wisdom?
Hidden objects, because 2 objections aren't enough. Exactly, yeah. Is that Alaneth into Jaden? I assume so. I assume. It looks like identical to what I was playing. I think I was running hidden objects, but I don't remember. I don't know. Here's this.
Looking for a standoff?
Object this.
It's against me.
Object this, opponent. Get rigged, fair gamed.
Too many cards.
Wow.
Too many cards.
Too many cards.
Every creature faces a choice.
There's the Kill Jaden. Hi, Kill Jaden. Everybody say hi, Kill Jaden. Guess who? You guess who?
The course is through.
What are the, like, it's an ice block and a what? Ice block and I don't know. Hi, Knick-Knack Shack. Flame Ward, maybe. Wait, oh, where's my other Reno? Oh, too bad. That's really funny. Will Marshy ever draw the titular card? Find out next time on Spaghetti Ball Z.
You stink.
How dare you? How dare you? That minion was right where I wanted it. Just saying. Oh no. Not this guy. What do you think that is? Is that the draw card one? I think that's Rig Fair Game. It's gotta be, right? Unless it isn't.
We don't have any ink.
We will shape this world.
Ooh.
No waves can sink the ship.
I don't want to trigger any secrets. That's why I'm like playing it this way. I know we missed out on damage, but I don't want Orion to do Orion stuff. So that's where I'm at. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna do this. And next turn we'll do the funny. Hi Leo. Hi Ibrix. Pound it, Dune. Ba-da-ba. Don't do it, I'll scream. We could discard 2 more cards.
Sorry, we don't have any.
Like if I'd used the hero power targeting the whatever, could have. I was trying to do the minimum possible stuff, but I guess
Power is here. You need only to see it.
yeah. Like, would the hero power have triggered anything that Mage has access to? Probably not, right? So, fair enough, I guess. Fair enough.
Me tusks won't stop shattering.
Here, let me go ahead and trigger the Flame Ward.
Insanity is no excuse for
I'll take... ooh. I guess this one. I want all those. Oh, that's so brutal. I guess the only thing I really wanted to give them was Volatile Skeleton. Eh. This is so scary, chat. So scary. I ended up using my brand earlier, right? So, do you like opponent's deck? It's cool. It's cool. I had fun playing it myself. They're saying ram the minions into Halloween. I thought they just... Didn't I have this on that turn? Isn't that what they were talking about? If they're talking about ramming the minions into the Halloween, then no, I was deliberately not attacking to not trigger secrets so that I didn't activate Orion. Well.
it's so just might work.
The future is ours.
I would like Varden. That's what I want the most.
Behold the tools of creation.
Distraction.
Poop. You're a bummer.
Gotta move fast here. How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
And the cycle of life is reborn anew.
Asymptote. Thank you so much for the 10 months, my friend. How are you? I don't know why, but you're literally the only one who makes lol so random humor work for me. Maybe Hearthstone streamers have gotten me so used to people reciting voice lines, but replacing the last word of a voice line with spaghetti or chumbus always hits. Well, very good. Melon gets the one amalgam band battle cry, by the way. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Not another secret. Stop. Wait, why do they have another secret? They should cut that out. What is their other secret? Chat, help me. What is it? I'm just like not allowed to have Varden or Bob. Truly brutal. So it's discover a spell and reduce its cost by 1. If you play this turn, repeat this effect, okay? Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Good job. Good job. Okay.
Move fast here.
That worked out great. I'm so pleased.
Power for the day.
Have you tried the new Hostage Warlock deck that involves resummoning both over and over and over with Felon's Death Rattle? How? Is
By my calculations,
I just want to make sure he's going to give me a flare. So I need to play some stuff. I think he'll give it to me.
just a portal away from paradise.
I think he's gonna give it to me. I think he is. Right? Come on. Thank you. Good job, Zeph. Got him.
Jaina versus Jaina.
You asked for it. The time for dreaming is over.
Not the time for dreaming. Can we stop facing mages? I'm just nope. Nope.
You win this.
No, thank you. Nope. Hey, Boo, do you think Hostage Mage should be removed from the game? I don't know what I think, frankly. I think I'm kind of overloaded with nerf talk. Too many nerfs get asked for, too many nerfs get implemented, and right now I'm really feeling that. You know, last, week or two, it's been very top of mind for me. So entertaining the possibility that it actually get deleted, my passion for that is low right now. Quickly tell us what you would nerf in Hostage Mage before the game starts. I would nerf Ancient Mysteries so that we can't find it. Right? I would nerf Devolving Missiles.
Show me your strength.
The
To
time
fight Hostage Mage, we should revert Twig. That would be fun, you think? Sign me up. Sign me up. You nerf Renathal to be 35 health. I was thinking about this morning. All right.
Welcome.
So people talk about Renathal being broken, and like it's that card and Ziliax that when people talk about its play rate and using that as a description of why it's broken, it makes me go, huh? Because, okay, so in the case of Ziliax is always going to have a high play rate because it's a card that's designed to be customizable for each player's deck, right? So when you look at Ziliax on one of the data sites and you see it's included in 80% of decks or whatever it is, I don't know what it actually is, I'm just throwing a number out. Of course it is, right? Like, unless they designed all of the modes to be duds, of course it's going to be that high. Because Ziliax isn't one card. Ziliax is a ton of cards. So, like, if we look at a specific Ziliax excuse me. If we look at a specific Ziliax combination, and that combination gets used in 70% of decks, and sure, yes, that's broken. But if we're looking at the pile of Ziliax combinations and collectively they hit 70%, no, it's just a modal card. It's meant to be a bunch of different cards. Whatever you want Ziliax to be for your deck, it's good. So that doesn't mean the card itself is broken. And like, yes, they've changed it a lot, so it has I'm not saying that any aspect of it has ever not been broken. I'm just saying, like, when you look at the percent of played in decks, does that make Ziliax broken? I think no, and it's really bizarre to me that so many people point to it like, look how broken it is, when really it's designed so that there's a Ziliax for everybody. So then the other one is Renathal, and Renathal, oh thank goodness, you can have, what do you want? You can have Book of Specters. That'll be really good for you in your spell deck. Why don't you get wrecked? Like, Renathal is a modal card. Not a modal card, sorry, that's Ziliax. It's like, it's a toggle to me, right? Like, you, was this not even that good? Now that I think about it, are you supposed to do Celestial Alignment or this? I just kind of assumed that because this was in a deck, it would be good, but no, that doesn't make any sense. They use Celestial Alignment. I should have taken this one. Okay, sorry, I was talking. My brain was like, Isiel is in decks where Isiel is the win condition. I found the win con, haha, good for me. But no, yeah, I mean, you guys are right. So Renathal is like a toggle to me. It's not so much a card as much as it is like a setting, right? So if you want a mode to be slower, you have Renathal in it so that it's harder to kill things. And yes, that's going to mean that Renathal has a higher win percentage, but like it doesn't mean that like Renathal is broken so much as it's an attempt to slow the game down. And so if that's successful at slowing the game down, it's going to get used a lot. Does that make sense? They never get there, it's fine. They never play it. So yeah, some people don't like that. My opponent very likely has a Mechathune in their hand. So I think what I need to do is go find a Mutanus or something. I might as well do this first, right? I am down one card if I do that. I am down one card if I do that.
Stay strong, expedition.
I don't know, that was just too cute to not do, I think. Please. Don't punish me. Let me win. There's Mutanus. Alright, did we get a brain? Looks like no. But they probably only have the one minion left, right? Neat. We did it, chat. Imagine getting punished. Imagine getting punished when you could just win. So anyways, what I was thinking about this morning, as far as the Renathal and Ziliax stuff, is there's a good argument for Renathal is too much for regular Hearthstone. And I was thinking, you know, you want to have the people who aren't enjoying Hearthstone because they can't play slow stuff. You want to appease them, but you also want to appease the people who like Hearthstone because it's a fast toilet game, you know? So the solution, I think, is, you know, circling all the way back to having a Highlander mode and a Highlander 40 health mode. I think that mode would be fun and popular. Like, just to say, it's like, it's wild, but you start with 40 health, or even you just do the extra large thing where you can have 30, you can have 40, and then you can only have one of any card, and whatever. So then, like, you can run Renathal if you want to, but the effect is already in play, so why would you? And then you can move Renathal back to like re-nerf it so that, you know, if you want to play Renathal in regular mode, it's not as broken, quote unquote. And because people are going to be playing it less because it's less good, you know, you're more likely to run into opponents with 30 card decks. But anyways, so I think one of the big problems with an actual like Highlander demanded, like you will be running one of any card in a deck mode, one of the big problems with that is the existence of Highlander cards already, right? So every deck is just going to be a Highlander pile, like all the Highlander cards it can run, because you know it's baked into the mode already, so it's going to feel very similar. And what I was thinking about is, but like also the Highlander cards just aren't special in that environment, right? Like that's a non-requirement. That's just true. There's no differentiating your Highlander cards from another regular card that just kind of has a battle cry, because in that mode, because you're required to run singletons anyway. So the what I was thinking, what could be cool is if in that mode you could only run one Highlander card, because I don't want them not to be played at all either. Like I think if you have a Highlander mode and you can't use any of your Highlander cards in it, that's sad. Like people want to play their Highlander cards. So I was thinking like what solution would I have for that? And if you look at the popularity of Commander, right, like it's really cool to be able to have a Commander is a Highlander mode in Magic the Gathering. So you'll have one specific card that you build your deck around. It starts outside your deck and you can play it whenever. And when it dies or something, you can put it back into the command zone to be played again at a later time, which I think that aspect of it would be too broken for what I'm describing. But what's cool is the thematics of that, right? Like you have let's say your commander is Scholomance McGee, Destroyer of Worlds. All right, so you say like, yeah, I have a Scholomance McGee Destroyer of Worlds deck, it's really cool. And it just adds an element of personalization to it that I think is part of why it's so appealing. So yeah, I think it would be cool if, are you kidding me with this cheese coming in here, sprinkling string cheese all over my face? How dare you? But yeah, so if you could just like, if it worked exactly like Highlander, and you know, you have a 39 card deck, and then you had one Highlander card set aside that every time you play it, it costs 2 more mana, but you can keep playing it as often as you like. Or like every while it's not on the field, you can replay it. Then like this card especially is just turbo cracked, right? Like you play it once for 2, and then you always have a 4-cost Zephyrs to play again later. It's just really good. Actually, I don't know how good that would be. Now that I think, now that I've like spoken it into existence. So you play 6 mana Reno, right, and it dies, but then you have an 8 mana Reno, and like does it keep going past 10? Not sure how I'd do that. Okay, so I could trade and ping face for 1, or I could go face for 2 and ping for 1, and now they want to trade to avoid me pinging this off, and now I've done 2 damage instead of 1. So anyways, so I think if we were gonna have it set aside, it would just be a play once thing, right? Like if I was going to design it, it doesn't need to perfectly mirror actual Commander. But I think more than that, I think you would just only be allowed to run 1 in your deck, right? I think that's special enough. It means that like a bunch of extra cards will still see play, but that especially worked out because now instead of just going face, I was able to actually kill that. It's special enough just to have it in your deck, right? It doesn't need to be set aside. I just think that like if you could run every single Highlander card in a Highlander mode, the mode would be boring. So it becomes more exciting to have to choose, you know, which Highlander card effect do you want to play in a deck. That's my thoughts on the subject. Yeah, I think that would be really cool. And you know what? If something was broken, you could balance it around, like making it count as your Highlander card. So like someone mentions Guff, like, what if they decide that Guff is too broken for the Highlander mode? Then make it take up your Highlander slot. And so yeah, you can still run a Guff deck, but you can't run a Highlander card if you're going to do it. Always have access to Zeph and run every balance in existence. Sounds fine for Rogue, yeah. So I think you just run it, like, I think you just in your deck. I don't think it has to be your commander. The best singleton commander would be Theldurin if you could hand buff in the command zone. What is Theldurin? Oh, I see, yeah. But yeah, I'm like, I really think that largely, I'm just now, like, while I'm talking about it, thinking of the possibility of using it as a, the only way to kill that is with Soulfire, right? I don't want them to get another trigger on that, but also I feel like their deck might be Scrumbus. I don't know. We'll see what Zephy's will give us. Fly True, Soulfire. Oh, I guess Bran would be sad. Alright, cool. So yeah, I don't think that you could put anything in your command zone for this. I think you just you build your deck around a single Highlander card. That's my opinion. I think it's a cool idea, but it's better to just do a total rebalance of the Highlander cards instead, trying to make them all kind of equal power. My problem with Highlander cards isn't that they're imbalanced power level wise necessarily, it's that the thematics of them aren't interesting in that setting. So like if they were all perfectly balanced and you end up running them all, like it's just boring. You meant for the new mode? I mean for the new mode. If you have a Highlander mode where you have to run Highlander, Highlander effects aren't interesting. Making it so that you get to pick one adds interest to the mechanic. Fatigue Warlock in 2025, what a player. Real. Oh my goodness. They get the LPG? That's rude. That's rude, chat. Oh, they're getting all my coolest stuff. Wait, are we gonna lose this game? A little scary. You meant that too? You're not wording your point very well? Are you saying that, like, you would rebalance the Highlander cards so that they are, like, so that you can remove the Highlander requirement from them? I don't think that's necessary. I think that's probably... I don't know what to say about that. Like, because plenty of them are fine. Like, you could just, like, Sir Finley of the Sands doesn't need to have a Highlander requirement. And I still think the fact that that's a Highlander card makes it not fun for a Highlander deck. So, but also, like, I don't want to have that's skipping right over the. I don't think that. Oh, I thought I was using all my mana. Embarrassing. Truly embarrassing. I don't think having cards do different things in different modes is good. I would never take that solution for anything. You make it so you only play one, but instead of making them cost 2 more, you just try to rebalance cards. Like, no. Okay, so so the command zone was just me translating from Commander. So in Commander, right, in Magic the Gathering, you have a card in the command zone. It's in a separate zone. It starts outside of your deck, and you can cast it for its casting cost whenever you want. Which, at a certain point, is broken inherently, because it's just unlimited value. And depending on the effect, you know, like, it can just be infinite combos just starting outside your deck. So, like, if you don't put a restriction on that, it becomes problematic. So the way that it works in Commander is every time you cast it, it costs 2 more. Not it costs 2 more always, right? The first time you play it, it costs its regular cost. So if we were going to do that in Hearthstone, and say Zephrys is your commander, the first time you cast it, it costs 2, and then it dies and goes back to the command zone. Now it costs 4. You can recast it when you have 4 mana. It dies, it goes back to the command zone. Now it costs 6. So instead of having a 2-cost Zephrys to spam over and over again, well, it comes with that. But I don't even think that the command zone is necessary, was my point. Like, we don't even need to do that. Like, it should just be you get to pick one and it's in your deck. It doesn't need to start outside your deck, is my thoughts on the matter. Thank goodness I have an ice block, because we are going to get shreked at some point. Should I do this now, actually? Probably should.
No waves can sink the ship.
Oh my goodness, look at that 1 armor. Look at it go. Are they going to make a bigger thing than this? They might make a Ceaseless Expanse, right? So maybe I'll chill. Or do I just get my 10 armor now while I can? I'll get my 10 armor now. Okay, I understand it now. I thought you were trying to balance them. No, yeah. How likely do you think it is that Hearthstone implements something remotely similar to this? I think if they do implement like a Highlander mode, it's not going to look anything like what I think will work. I hate to be a pessimist, but like twists, mercenaries, duels, I don't think a new mode will be implemented in a way that I think will work. But you never know. The other thing is like, okay, so really just looking at specifically Twist, I feel like Twist was their big attempt to like make Wild interesting for the player base, and it omega flopped, right? So
I have seen creation, and I will bring destruction.
this could come in handy. Their fatigue is already really up, right? Like, as long as I do it on my turn. Alright, getting that extra ice block is so clutch. So, like, considering what happened with Twist, like, are they going to make another big push, Like, just like, I say this to empathize with their perspective, right? Like, they've already taken a big risk as far as trying to make the wild player base, you know, happier, and it failed miserably, right? So like, are they gonna try again to do that? I kind of doubt it, but you know, you never know. What spells do I have left? Is it literally none? It is.
I wonder.
So what I could do is play this, just set them to 15 and see if they ignore it. You also shoot myself, right? And that puts me out of range of having my ice block popped. I really want Yogg or not Felon. Yogg or Reno Hero, but I can't play those this turn. All right, there's that for next turn. To be honest, it just looks like they are not listening to the player base and the effort they put in making wild work or creating another mode is non-existent. I mean, like, they did twist, right? Like, they tried, and like, you know, to give the benefit of the doubt, that was the Microsoft changeover big layoff year, right? Like, the head of the whole twist shenanigans, oh, that's scary. Wow. Thank goodness this still works. Holy moly. Okay, so we have a lot in there. We might just die then, right? Like, we have so many of those in my deck now, and we can only draw a few of them. It's nice that I can play this, but sheesh. Are we even gonna get to? Oh, we're already at 5 fatigue. Holy. Get agonized, I guess, huh?
Well done, Cretan.
Well done, Cretan. Do they have more? Oh, they do have another crescendo in there. That's so funny. Like, those were all just duplicated. I guess if I had played this thing that one turn, it would have worked out okay. But I don't know. It's pretty funny.